Hi everyone, welcome to class 8 of this month IKC. I have Julianne and Russ here with me. They will be demonstrating for you. Over the last 4 weeks, you have been training your ankles, your hips, and your shoulders to prepare for the overhead squat. So today we're gonna continue working on that and then tie it all together into a movement sequence at the end that incorporates both the squat and the overhead movement. As for props, today you're gonna need a towel and then 2 blocks as well. If you don't have 2 blocks, you can also substitute with books. And if you have a mini band or a TheraBand, you can tie a small loop and then a weight. I would say maybe from like 10 to up to 25 pounds. Again, if you don't have the weight or the mini band, that's totally fine. I'll give you options to do that without. And we're gonna start it now. I'm just gonna move the props out of the way here. So you're gonna go into a kneeling position. Your toes are tucked in the back, so we're gonna work on the ankles a little bit, and we're gonna start with some wrist work since we will be on the hands quite a bit, so just to prepare for that. So you're gonna make fists here, and then you're gonna bring the hands in front of your chest, so the tops of your wrists are together. Try to pull the knuckles away from each other. From here, you're gonna rotate the palms towards the chest, and you're gonna uncurl your fingers, spread your fingers wide, point the hands out front, and then push out to the sides. Out on the sides, really pull the fingertips towards your head as much as you can. From here, you're gonna externally rotate, so fingertips are pointing towards the floor, and you're gonna internally rotate at the shoulders. Make sure your shoulders are not dropping forward, and then curl your fingers back in and move back into the starting position. We're gonna do that 4 more times. So rotating towards your chest, spread your fingers, push out, externally rotate at the shoulders, internally rotate, curl the fingers in, and pull back, and really flex your wrists as much as you can. And again, rotate up, spread your fingers, push out as if you're pushing something heavy away, externally rotate at the shoulders, internally rotate, curl the fingers in, go into wrist flexion, pull it in 2 more times. Rotate up and push out, external rotation, internal rotation, curl the fingers in, pull it in, last one, and push out. Really pull the fingertips towards you, hold that wrist extension, externally rotate at the shoulders, internally rotate, curl the fingers in, into wrist flexion, and to the starting position, and relax. Next, we're gonna go into the quadruped position, working a little bit more on wrist extension. So I'm gonna show from the side here, gonna plant the hands onto the ground and then just start with rocking forward and back a little bit. And we're gonna lift the heels of the hands up so the fingers and the knuckles here stay on the floor. And then from there, we're gonna pop up onto the fingertips and then lower back down onto the knuckles. Bring the heels of the hands down and then rock back and try to pull the fingertips and the hand off the floor, keeping the heel of the hand on the ground. So set it up. So you're gonna go onto all 4s here. I'm gonna show from the side. So from here, just rock forward a little bit. See where your wrist extension is. Make sure the heel of the hand is not coming off the floor here. And then rock back a little bit. And again, rock forward. Keep your fingers nice and long. And rock back. And one more time, rock forward. Find your wrist extension here. And from here, lift the heels of the hands up. You may have to shift your weight back a little bit. And then from here, you're gonna pop up onto your fingertips, hold that. And then drop back down onto the knuckles here. Heels of the hands are still up. Lower the heels of the hands down. From here, start lifting your fingers up and then rock back and try to hold as much wrist extension as you possibly can. Hold that and rock forward again. Heels of the hands come up. Pop up onto your fingers. Hold that. And then lower the knuckles back down. Lower the heels of the hands down. Start lifting the fingers up and rock back. Hold that, really pull the fingernails towards your forearm. And one more time, rock forward into wrist extension. Lift the heels of the hands up as high as you can. and then pop up onto your fingertips. Good, lower back down. Heels of the hands are still up as high as you can. Lower the heels of the hands down. Start lifting the fingers up and then rock back. Lift the fingers and the hands off. Lift, 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 lift. And relax. Nice. You can shake that out for a moment. And then we're going to go into spinal articulation. So we're going to do that on all fours here. You can tuck your toes or point. We're going to start in spinal extension, and I'm just going to give you 90 seconds to articulate through your spine, starting at the tailbone, moving into flexion and back into extension. Choose your own tempo. So you can just do 2 articulations, go super slowly, or if you feel like you need a little bit more movement, you can go a little faster, but still make sure that you're articulating. So set up, wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, and everyone go into spinal extension. Make sure that you're not sinking into the shoulders, so protract your shoulder blades a little bit, and then just keep the breath going. Start at the tailbone, tip the tailbone down towards the floor, articulating through your lower back, upper back, and the head is the last thing that drops down, and then you're going to reverse it. So just keep moving here at your own tempo, be that faster or slower, whatever you feel that you need today. I'm just going to give you the time. So you have about a minute left. And if you're doing it on the faster side, if you have areas that feel like they're a little harder to articulate, maybe you can slow down that area. Good, and we're going to go for 30 more seconds here. Good, nice. Good, 10 more seconds. And then finish your last rep, and then you can come off your hands. Nice. Good. All right, we're going to move back to the scapula here. So you're going to set up again in the quadruped position. We're going to do scapular cars in 2 positions, in shoulder internal rotation and external rotation. So you remember that from the T shape in the very beginning. So you're going to set up on all fours, and you're going to internally rotate as much as you can. So fingertips are going to point to the midline. So set that up. Good. Nice and long through the spine here. And then from here, you're going to pull your shoulders up to your ears and then squeeze the shoulders together. Pull them down the back and then protract. And just keep going in that direction. So you will feel your chest moving towards the floor and away from the floor. That's what needs to happen in order to move the scapula. But you want to make sure that you're not articulating through the spine. So you don't want to flex and extend the spine. Good. Let's do one more here. Nice. And then you're going to reverse that. Other direction. Try to keep it smooth here. And even finding the biggest range of motion. Good. Let's go for 2 more here. 2. And 1. Good. Now we're going to go into external rotation. So you're going to turn your fingertips out. Depending on your range of motion, maybe your fingertips are going to point towards your knees. So whatever, as much range you can find. Same thing here. So pull the shoulders up to your ears and then squeeze the shoulder blades together. Pull them down the back and just keep going in that direction. Nice, good. Good. 1 more here. And then you're going to reverse that. Good. 2 more repetitions here. And 2. And last one, and come out of that. So we're going to go back to the spine and then also to our shoulder cars. So we're going to set up in a half kneeling position here. And you're gonna, so my left leg is in front, I'm gonna use my left hand and hold on to my ankle. And in here between my leg and my arm, I'm gonna create a lot of tension, irradiation, and I'm gonna try to maintain that engagement there. And then with my other hand, I'm gonna wrap the rib cage here. I'm gonna use that arm to kind of pull my rib cage around and find as much rotation as possible. So we're gonna do that 3 times with the breath. I'm gonna cue that. And then from here, you're gonna go into that kind of deep lunge position. You're gonna plant your foot down onto the ground. So here you have options. You can place the hand directly onto the floor. You can come onto your fingertips, or you can place your hand onto a block here, or come onto your thigh with your forearm. And in here, we're gonna do our shoulder cars. So I'm gonna cue you through that. So let's get started in the half kneeling position. So maybe face slightly sideways to the camera here. Perfect. So left leg is forward. You're gonna stay long through the spine, grab a hold of your left ankle here. Good. And then wrap your right arm around your rib cage. Good. And then from here, take a deep inhale. And then exhale, use that right hand to kind of rotate and guide that rib cage open. Good. And again, come center. Good. And again, big inhale. And exhale, pull the rib cage open. Nice. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale. And exhale, pull the rib cage open. Hold it there. Take another big inhale. And exhale, rotate open a little bit more. Good. And again, inhale. Exhale, rotate open even more. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, rotate open even more. Good. And then come back. From here, place that right hand onto the ground. Extend your right leg back. And then turn the toes to the side so the foot is planted on the floor. Find your position with the hand either on a block or flat on the ground or on your fingertips. Nice. Really try to bring that rib cage towards the front so you're opening up. Arm is at your side, and we're gonna go for 2 shoulder cars. So the rib cage is really locked in here, so the movement has to come from your shoulder. You're gonna reach the arm forward and overhead. Find that overhead position. Start internally rotating at the shoulder, so palm is facing towards the ceiling, and then sweep the arm back behind you, and then bring the arm at your side with the palm facing up towards the ceiling, and then reverse that. So you're gonna go back, reach behind you as far as you can, start unwinding your arm, sweep overhead, reach really, really long, try to reach as far past your head as possible, and then bring the arm down to your side. We're gonna do that one more time. Sweep the arm forward, reach overhead, arm right next to your ear, internally rotate, sweep the arm behind you as far as you can, bring the arm down to your side, palm is facing up, and then sweep the arm back, externally rotate, sweep overhead, reach overhead, and bring the arm down and come out of it. Nice job, good. So you probably feel that in your hip as well, so we're in that deep hip flexion that will come in later as well. So we're gonna set up on the other side, so right leg is forward, half kneeling position. You're gonna hold onto your right ankle with your right hand, left arm is wrapped around the rib cage, and then from here, you're gonna inhale and then exhale, open that rib cage up to the front. Use the hand to kind of guide the rib cage open. Nice, good. And bring it back down. Inhale here. And exhale, open up, open, open, open. And bring it down, good. And one more time, inhale. Exhale, open the rib cage up, hold it there. 3 breaths here, inhale. Exhale, maybe open up a little bit more if you can. Reach long through the spine. Inhale. And exhale, open it up. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, open up even more. And release. Place the left hand onto the ground. Reach that left leg right behind you as far as you can. So you're in that deep lunge position. Foot is flat on the ground. Toes are pointing out to the side. Good. So bring your heel down, Ross, here. Yep, perfect. That's it. Good. And then open that rib cage to the front. Arm is at your side here. Again, you have options with the hand placement, so you can adjust that if needed. Arm is at your side, and reach the arm forward and overhead. Bring that arm right next to your ear. Start internally rotating. Sweep the arm back. Keep breathing here. Reach behind you as far as you can. Arm is at your side, palm facing up. And then reverse that. internal rotation, reach back, unwind your arm, sweep overhead, and bring it down. We're gonna go for one more, and reach the arm forward. Find that overhead position, long through the spine. Internally rotate, sweep the arm back behind you as far as you can. Internally rotate, arm is at your side. Last one, reach back, reach overhead. Find that length here and bring the arm down and release. Nice job.